Alright, well, if you saw the previous video I did, and I just filmed it just a few minutes ago, so I'm not sure what I'll title it, probably just where I saw the snake. I'm a little bit down below, a little bit further down from where I saw that, and I'm going to try to see if I can identify it, so by the time you see that, hopefully I will have it identified on there. But if you're watching this on Facebook or on YouTube, either one, you'll just need to look at either the video before this or after it from when I'll put that on there. I hope. Hopefully it took, because it said it was recording, so hopefully it will. It was just a black snake of some kind, but I got to kind of find out what that may be. But the thing was, as I was walking along, I saw another one right on the edge of the creek here, and he as well was trying to stay away from me. I don't think it was the same one, because I'd done walked further, and I doubt he was going along beside of me. And this one as well, you could see, was trying to get away from me. So as I've said, they will, if at all possible, they will avoid human contact. They do not want to get near humans. If I'd have kept that camera running a little bit longer, you might have been able to see that when I thought crawled over into the river, didn't he? He was just on the edge. But I got a little bit, when I walked kind of around the corner, there he was again, and then he went off into the leaves and all, trying to just, they want to get away from you. They don't want to have to have any dealings with you. So I didn't actually come out here today to talk about snakes, but I saw two of them. And I've seen one out here before, but I've seen two of them. I saw, it's a slight chance that was the same snake, but I'm fairly certain it was two of them of the same kind. So they're out and active today. And it's a good day for it, because the sun's shining out today. It's warm, good time for them to be out. And so, you know, this is their home. I'm a visitor here. This is their home. So it's good to see them. Hopefully they'll find them something to eat, whatever they're eating. It could have been a male and a female. Maybe they will mate. Maybe they will find love with one another. Whatever it may be, just nice to be able to see them. And like I said, the one I was looking at, I was standing on the bank, not on the bank, but up here on the trail. He was down there, close to the river, or I keep calling it the river. It's just a creek, but close to the creek. He wasn't in it, but he was crawling along on the side of it, like he was trying to get away. So I'm, you know, always a good thing. The only thing where I'm remotely scared is coming up on them unexpectedly. But if you keep your eyes open, that really doesn't happen. If you keep, and that's how I saw that first one I saw, is, you know, I'm always expecting to see something like that. And when I do, I get a good video of it, like I did today. Except, well, I hope it was a good video. Like I said, my filming qualities are not all that great, so I hope it turned out to be a good one. I do know you could see his head on part of it with me having zoomed in on it. But anyway, that's what I saw, and I'm glad I was able to video it and be able to share it with everybody watching. I just want to show you something else today. This right here is what you might call a sling shot, I guess, or some people call it a flip. There's several different kinds of these that are made, and the idea is they make sure I don't get my head cut out of the picture here. They make these things for you know, to be out to target practice with. I made a video of this a long time ago with my cell phone using this, so now I can make one of this with my new camera. If you can see these, I don't know if you can see these bugs buzzing around me today. To me that's a bigger annoyance than the snakes, because I've got my stick, I can shoo the snake away. These things, you can't shoo them away. You can do it and they keep coming back. And they ain't scared of you either. They don't try to avoid human contact. They come up and just try to be annoying. So that's the thing. That's the drawback to being out in the summertime, in my opinion, or in the spring, or when it's warm weather, is these insects are out. But anyway, these things, like I said, we call it a sling shot, call it a flip. This one actually, it works to rest on your arm, and you can do it. I'm doing it this way because I'll be using my left hand to shoot it with. I hope I do this right. I've tried this before. I'm not really aiming anything, but I'm going to shoot it across the creek. And I'm getting off the camera again. I'm going to kind of try to aim the camera where you can kind of see me shooting it from the back. Just having some enjoyment out here with this. Some people are very good at this. They use these things so much they can actually hit their targets pretty well. They know how to aim, a lot like doing archery. It's not as exact as a gun because it relies on human ability to do it and be able to aim, and human power is not as precise as what you'd have in a firearm or some other type of gun. There is one thing important to note about these things, though. If you buy one of these things, I bought this at a Walmart. It said on the package, "Not a toy." Very important to note. You can have fun with them and out and do sort of things with them, but it's not a toy. And it's always important to remember these things. People have been killed with these things. Obviously, you think of David and Goliath, but that was a different type of slingshot that David had. It's actually something like this, but you would twirl it around and let it go. But people have been killed and injured with these things, so you have to be careful. And I'm going to be shooting across the creek here, so I'm fairly certain there's no humans over there. So the only person that could possibly get hurt here is me. And when you do anything like this, you take the risk, but I don't want to put anyone else at risk. So just going to now I'm going to have to kind of adjust the camera here, since I'm both the talking here and doing the camera work. And I'm going to hope and I'm using my tripod today. I haven't been using it recently. I didn't use it. I was carrying it when I was showing y'all the video of the snake, and so I was carrying it, walking stick, camera, my slingshot here, had all that stuff. So I had a handful. Let's see if I can pull this back a little here. You can probably see me here, and I've got some rocks. Some of these are probably a little too big for it, but I'm going to try to get here where I can be seen doing what I'm doing here. This is the thing, you can only shoot one at a time. You can't load it. Can't load multiple rounds in here. Yep. I'll keep my balance here. I'm going to shoot kind of where I'm pointing here. You can see I'm just sort of barely in the camera. Now, if you were right-handed, you'd do it like this. And that's probably, most people that would do this are, I'm in the minority here being left-handed. But I'm going to see how well this does. I've tried this before and had these rocks not hardly go anywhere, so we'll see how well it works. Hardest part's getting a good grip on this thing. All right, there goes first attempt here. And all I did was hit the tree. It's right there. Yep. Let's see if I can do this one a little bit better. Yep, that one just bounced off this thing. That was a little too big. They actually make like little steel balls that you can use for these things, which is actually better to use probably, because one, you can grip it a lot better. This is just kind of tough to grip here. So I would probably need more practice with this to be able to do it better. thing hit down there, it hit on that log down there and bounced up and went over. I'm gonna see here, I'm gonna be off the camera just a minute, see if I can find some smaller pebbles to use. I found some smaller ones here. So this I should be able to do this. Now somebody who was better trained doing this could probably do it better. But you're watching me as I'm sort of doing the practice on this. All right. This might be better, I'm hoping. Ah, that one landed and hit the water. All right. So I'm not really aiming at anything, so I can't claim that I've actually hit my target at any point. If it goes and hits the water out there, that's done part of what I'm wanting it to do. Oh, get that one out there too. Well, let's see if I can do it 3 times in a row. This rock's kind of flat. It's not as easy to do this. It's better if they're round. You can get a better grip on these things. Yeah, got that one out there too. Well, that's all I'm gonna do for that one for today on that. But yeah, this is the thing. It's, let me zoom out here. This is the thing. It's kind of nice, and I'll say fun to use, but I use the word fun with a qualification that, remember, it's not a toy. But I was bent down. The thing you want to make sure, I'm going to do this like if I was a right-hander. You want to make sure you're not doing it like this, because if you do, that'll hit that, bounce off, it could bounce back and hit you. You kind of want to make sure it clears what it, clears this right here. So that's just I've had this thing for a while. It's been a while since I've used it. More of a primitive excuse me, primitive type weapon. So, but nonetheless, if you're going to be outdoors and want to train with something, it's a pretty good thing to train with. So I've done a lot of other stuff on here, of course, so just wanted to show you some of the things I enjoy doing, and you kind of see one of them whenever I'm able to get the chance to get out and do it, be able to use something like this. Well, that's all I'm going to do for the day, unless I see another snake around. I'm not going to film anymore, but I'm going to, that's another thing. It's nice when you get out, you don't know if you're going to see those or not. Like I said, I expected the day being as warm as it was, could be a day that you could see them. And sure enough, I did. So, but that was on the previous video. So, you got to see that. You got to see that along with me as I found one out in the wild. All right. Well, I hope everybody has a blessed day. Hope you've, whenever you watch this, hope you enjoyed seeing this. And I'll talk with you later. Bye bye.